Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibs7 here again for the final time today. I know I'm kind of been spamming out videos today for these three subjects I wanted to cover, but I did want to just get myself all caught up with the news that I missed while I was away for a few days there. So just bear with me as I get all these videos out there. But this one is going to be talking about today's update, which is the beach. So this is something that also took place last summer, I believe. I don't think it was ever before that, but I wasn't playing during the last beach event, so I can't really comment on what it was like. But there is a bunch of stuff added with this, like a lot of stuff really, and there's a lot of things related to skilling activities, and there's also a new boss monster thing, which is interesting. I'm not sure how that works, but it's called Claudia, and I guess every 45 minutes she will respawn. I'm not sure what it drops exactly. I am kind of just reading through the update page as I go, but you can get a prize each day if you collect a treasure map, so that's probably similar to the Chinchampa thingy, whatever it's called, the Chinchampa map hunt thing from the other event, the spring fair, I think it was called. But yeah, there's also a Terrorbird racing course, which is interesting. I think those are good for agility experience, like I said in my other video, but I haven't looked yet. I will look into those after this so I can maybe get better agility experience. And there's also with this a bunch of cosmetic rewards. One of the ones that looks quite cool is the sandcastle pet. It's like a little sandcastle that follows you around, which is pretty cool. And there's also a rest animation where you like have two palm trees and you lie in a hammock in between them, which is pretty funny as well. I'm not sure how exactly you get these. It doesn't say 100%. There's also a slow-mo run walk animation available if you complete 10 laps of the Terrorbird course, which requires you to do 10 other laps for the previous year's rewards first. So 20 laps of the course will get you both, and if you get everything from it, you'll get a new title for the event, which is interesting. So it looks pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there. You just have to basically go to the creator and check it out. There's not too much detail on it in the actual update post, but these events, they've been kind of doing a bit. And, they have the collect things from skilling events. They have these beach events like the spring fair and the beach, stuff like that. And I don't know, I can't really, it's kind of hard to put my finger on how I feel about them, to be honest. It kind of reminds me of when I used to play Club Penguin, which was, I don't even know how many, like 15 years ago or some crap. Like when I was pretty young, I played Club Penguin, and for those of you who did used to play it, they had like parties on there quite often, which were similar in style to these things, where they were like events where you could get exclusive cosmetic rewards, and that's what these things kind of remind me of. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's like the events always kind of feel a little out of place for the overall game, if you ask me. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like they're always in like the Lumbridge Crater, and it's just like this weird thing that's there, and like just feels like super out of place and like out of touch with the rest of the game world, which is something that I definitely don't like about it 100%. But I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, and as far as I can tell, you get some decent rewards from it. I'm definitely going to look out and see how much decent agility experience I can get from it. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much to say on this update, really, but it's kind of just like, a like a filler update in my eyes. I don't know. It doesn't really have too much like super new content that's going to be like really that important to address, because it's just an event. It's going to be gone in however long, like a couple of weeks anyways. So I'm really more looking forward to the rest of the events coming out this month, which I did talk about in my previous video, the August month ahead. But yeah, I mean, it's not the biggest deal. I just did want to make a pet on it like I usually do. I mean, a pet. I'm reading the page while I talk, and I got my words confused. Apparently there's a new pet if you are in, or if you have some like if you're in some PC gamer club, it's like a fire dog, which is pretty cool looking. But yeah, I was just reading the rest of this update page. We can also check out the patch notes here, but honestly, not a huge update this week. Which it's like it's kind of got like a lot of content, like I said, but it's like also just like it's an event, so it's not super impactful. But I'll have to see if the XP rates are that good. It's kind of weird because usually with the event you can kind of get a pretty good sense from it and like what to expect from an update on the homepage. But with these events, like they really don't tell you anything about like what there is to do there, and you kind of just have to go and find out for yourself, which is definitely interesting. But yeah, oh wow, I just read this on the patch notes. Apparently mining urns now work with Saren stones, so that's something I was not expecting them to change at all, but they have changed the way Saren stones work, and now mining urns do work with them. I talked about in a previous video how mining urns will not work with Saren stones, so I will basically be done using them after 89, but apparently they've decided to change it, and now I will be able to utilize my my extra mining urns for Saren stone, so that's pretty sweet, and it'll be really easy for it to be used, to use them because they're now stackable, of course. Apparently Ivy now also fills wood cutting urns, which is strange as well, but I'm glad to see that. Yeah, it's nice to see that they're making it more what's it called, inclusive for like everything involved in the skill to be able to utilize urns. That seems like a really good thing to see, and I'm happy that they've done that because it's going to make mining easier for me as well as woodcutting, because I probably will do Ivy for a little bit. I'm not really interested in doing anything where I can't drop the logs with like my hotbar, so that's definitely something I can do. They also have added the Virago Vitalis Pet drop threshold. So the Vitalis Pet now does have a threshold finally. It previously obviously didn't, then went through that poll where it did have the chance to receive one, and it has received one, which is 1,000. The threshold is 1,000 for the Vitalis Pet, so that is really good to see. I'm glad that they've decided to add that in, because I'm pretty sure it was the only boss pet without a threshold besides the Araxor base pet, which is way more common than the Virago pet, so it's not a huge deal. And yeah, I think that's a great thing that they decided to add, and I'm glad to see they finally pushed it through, because that poll had ended like a couple of weeks ago now, so good to see that finished. Just quickly trying to continue reading here what else they changed. Some things with died tier 92, and let's look at the ninja fixes. Oh, that's cool. What does that do? A Dungeoneering Quick Home Teleport upgrade has been added to the Daemonheim Rewards Trader. So does that mean inside of Dungeoneering you will be able to home tele like it's a quick teleport? Because if so, that's incredibly useful, especially for like C1s where you get unlucky and have to home tele at some point, which can happen if you only have a singular gate stone. That sounds really good. That's something I would definitely buy once I get into Training Dunge for 50,000 Dungeoneering tokens. That sounds like a really nice little quality of life update. There's also a Mazcab teleport spell now, including a spellbook and a teleport tab. So is it in here? Oh, it is. 3 cosmic runes, 1 law rune, and 1 soul rune. Those are some weird runes for a teleport. But that's nice to see. So you can get there without having to like make a raid group or walk through the desert over Tuska's back or whatever. I think that's definitely nice to see. Good option to have. And there's also a teleport tab that you can get as a raid reward from if you want to purchase it, which is would probably be a waste, but I don't think you're able to make them on your own, so I guess the only way to get those teleport tabs is from there. But yeah, definitely good to see that. I think that they definitely should have done that. The starting and ending cutscenes for the Bork D&D will no longer play after the first attempt. That's good. The Bork cutscenes were wicked annoying. I remember when I used to do it, so might not be too bad to continue doing. I mean, it's really easy to kill, I think, and you can easily get some good charms and some potential clue scrolls from there. So good to see that they removed those cutscenes. Those were really, really annoying, honestly. So I think that that's good that they changed that. Also, they added a warning when creating a new boss instance if you already have an instance with similar or time remaining on a similar instance. That's really good, because I've had it happen where you could definitely like accidentally create like a new next instance if you're going back for a second trip and stuff like that. That sounds like a really good update. So I'm glad to see that. Looks like there's actually a lot of stuff on here. Okay, some of these things aren't as important to mention off, but use last custom and rage option has been added for the Telos via right-clicking the entrance routes. That's cool. So if you're like camping 99, or if you're camping 999%, you can just utilize that right-click. A safe spot has been added to the entrance to the Dagonoth Kings. Well, it's about damn time. How often do you get attacked by stuff while either trying to configure your interface or just go in general? Super annoying. Glad they finally have done that. Oh, you can now create multiple event mystery boxes from event currency. So let's see how that works. Boom. Can just make 6 right then and there. That's pretty sweet. Glad to see it. Makes it a lot easier to make these things. Let's see what I get from these. I just straight up made. Holy crap, you get so much garbage. Tight springs. I don't even have a spring cleaner, but I get some nice cash, some nice dunge tokens. Oh, I can already buy that thing if I want it. I don't really know if I want to use these stars at the moment. I still don't quite have enough to get 99 agility off of double XP or bonus XP only, so I am kind of still using stuff on it because I hate it so much, but yeah, that's useful. Not a huge update, but useful when you're converting those things. Centiston teleports are now... what are Centiston teleports? I don't know how you even teleport to Centiston, so whatever. But yeah, that's basically it. So honestly, a lot of good stuff in this Ninja Fixes section. The Mazcab teleport scroll, the Dungeoneering teleport scroll upgrade thing, the Bork D&D cutscene being removed. Some nice little updates in there that you might not notice if you didn't or don't read the patch notes. So pretty sweet. Glad to see that. Again, as far as the beach go, I haven't quite yet went there, but I assume it's really similar to the spring fair, so nothing too like massively significant. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments. And yeah, thanks for sticking out through these few videos that I have made today, because I wanted to get myself caught up, and I'll be back for hopefully the new polls when they come out in a couple days. I'm hoping they do continue with the... oh, it's 6 days now until the next poll. Damn, they really are starting to slack with them already. Great. Hopefully it doesn't continue. See you guys in the next one. Peace.